Harmerstown Art Center recently celebrated the grand opening of Graw Alley, an interactive art park that takes visitors on a tour through Harford Grace history. Joining me on the program with more about this first-of-its-kind regional art facility are Alan Fair, president and founder of Harmerstown Art Center, and Rebecca Jessop, operations consultant. Welcome to you both, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I think that I'm a huge fan of Harford Grace. I think I know a lot about it, but this is something slightly new to me. Can you tell us a little bit about?
And the reason I think it's slightly new is it's happened very quickly. So it all began, actually this organization, the nonprofit, started in 2021. And a lot has happened in 2 years.
Wow.
This wonderful gentleman, Alan Fair, bequeathed a piece of land, about an acre and a building next to it, that is going to become Harmerstown Art Center Complex. So we have now opened the first phase of it, which is called Graw Alley. It is the interactive art park. And we are working on the art building itself, which is a 34,000 square foot structure, which will have art studios and galleries and maker spaces and all that. That is about 3 or 4 years away. But we're here to talk about the excitement of the Graw Alley Park, which, like I said, happened very quickly. It used to be a blighted alleyway, and Alan's vision, working with people, he is the founder and president, it was to make this a beautiful place for people to go, and it is.
So we've talked before, many years back. I know that this, even though, as Rebecca said, this has happened quickly, you've had a vision for some time about doing something pretty important here in Harford Grace. I mean, you've been doing lots of things here in Harford Grace, but something of this ilk that combines culture and history. So tell us a little bit about the background. Where does Harmers come from? Where does Graw Alley? What's the significance of those names?
Well, Harmerstown was the name of Harford Grace, which most people didn't know before Harford Grace. So as a board, we thought, well, why not?
Yeah.
Something different rather than just saying Harford Grace.
Right.
But it's Harmerstown, and it's...
And what about Graw Alley?
Graw Alley was because of the racetrack, which closed in 1950. Probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to Harford Grace when it closed.
Yeah.
They just sold the dates and left us.
That's too bad.
I need to add, Harford Grace used to be called Little Chicago. So it was because all the major horses came through the Graw. I mean, War Admiral, Seabiscuit, all of them, which actually leads into one of the first murals that you ever got painted by Ezra Berger.
Yeah, Ezra painted it. Bill Watson actually did the artwork, and then Ezra did his artwork, so I give them both credit. But Ezra's the one that did the mural, and it has 8 horses. 7 of them ran in Harford Grace.
Wow.
And one called Harford Grace was on the mural.
All right, now we were just looking at a picture of the mural, but also in front of the mural is a sculpture. And I know that you celebrated a lot of things recently, so quickly tell us, Rebecca, about the ribbon cutting.
So, well, the park itself, which we worked on, started again with 1 mural, and it's now 40 murals.
Wow.
So, and the plan was to have this be a beautiful space, landscaped shrubs and beautiful flowers to complement all the murals, beautiful lighting, and so folks can come in and just enjoy and see what the history of Harford Grace in a beautiful place. So we have art there, which we planned big art sculptures there, but the art right now is sort of a nod to the Graw. So the very first art sculpture unveiled at the ribbon cutting was the horse Harford Grace.
Right, and the couple who you commissioned to do this work, we just saw a picture of them just earlier. They did a beautiful job. Are you pleased with?
Oh my goodness, yeah. How I found them was at the art show 3 years ago. I went down there and they had some sculptures. And real quick, I talked to them, can you do a full-size horse with jockeys? He said, I can do an elephant if you want. So anyway,
say no thanks.
That's where we started.
Okay.
And they're doing all of them. They have the one now. We have 4 that are in progress. Saggy, Citation.
Oh, wow.
I think Man of War, and there's one other one.
Wow.
They will be all in a real starting gate at the top of the park.
Oh, I see. So it's so wonderful that you've mixed this great history of Harford Grace with today's artists and arts and creating a vibrant community. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to work, right?
we're loving it.
The day itself was really wonderful. We had all kinds of music. We had music going all day between jazz. We had, I believe one of the pictures you showed was HCC students, Harford Community College students, jazz trio. We had folk, we had steel drums coming in from Baltimore. We had rock. A local rock group. So it was just a real day. And then, of course, we had at the bottom of the alley artists.
Right.
That we had a group of artists come in. There were weavers, textile artists and jewelry and a painter. And so to give a little bit of taste for everything that's going to happen in the park.
It's going to happen there, yeah. So what's been the biggest challenge, Alan, for you in this? I mean, you're known to get things done.
Well, they didn't move as quick as we liked.
Yeah.
But the county was very good to us, and the city, and that's really how we got the money for Graw Alley. And the contractors were wonderful. Clark Turner, Bob Ward kind of oversaw it, had their contractors, and just done a wonderful job. We're very pleased.
Well, I'm sure people I know are excited about it. So how can folks get involved if they want to? Where can they get more information about the center and the?
So they can go to harmerstown.org. There's all kinds of history there, what the plans are. We're always looking for volunteers because it's a growing organization. There's going to be lots to do. We were really focused on the opening of Graw Alley. Now it's open. So now we have to do, while we're getting the building done, we're going to be doing programs.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask.
All kinds of programs. So the plan is we hope to have films in there. We hope to have adult and kids drop in for making art projects. We hope to have a history tour. And by the way, the plan is for each of the murals to have a code on it. And so you'll be able to pull up the history and listen to it of each piece.
Wow.
So we have grand plans of things to come.
You do. Do you have a favorite mural? Is that fair to ask?
Of course, the horses.
Yeah.
But actually, talking about the horses, I saw Saggy beat Citation on a Monday.
No.
It was a half-miler. It was only a half mile. Then the Chesapeake Stakes was a mile race, and Citation just left everybody there pretty much.
Great history.
And I actually saw both of those.
That's right. Well, everyone is off to the races, literally and figuratively. So we want to thank you both for all the important work that you're doing on behalf of Harvard Grace and the arts and the history, and wish you luck as you continue on this race to the finish.
Thank you.
Thank you.